What's up guys, it's Anthony from Hawkeye Rides, bringing you this 2020 Toyota RAV4 Limited here at Toyota of Tampa Bay. So on this RAV4, you're going to get your LED daylight running lights. You're going to get your LED headlights. With this vehicle, you're going to get the Toyota Safety Sense 2.0 pre-collision with pedestrian monitoring at full speed, which means if there's a pedestrian in front or back, the vehicle is going to stop for you. You're also going to get the range dynamic radar cruise control, which basically you can set the distance from you when you set cruise control from the car in front of you, and it will slow down and speed up and maintain the speed. You're also going to get the lane departure alert with steering assist, which will keep you in the lane. If you're running off the lines, it'll put you back in. You're also going to get your high beams road assist, your star safety system, backup camera with the dynamic grid lines, which basically gives you like a chart, which will show you on the infotainment that when you're backing up, it makes it easy and it kind of moves this way, so that way you can see exactly where the car's going before it goes to that area. You're going to get the blind spot monitoring with rear cross traffic alert, which means if somebody's coming behind you, the car is going to stop for you. You're going to see that two-tone through the door panel with the contrast stitching. You got your RAV4 symbol there on the speaker coming inside, so you can see that two-tone leather with the perforated seats, the steering wheel, which is a tri-steering wheel through Toyota. You're going to make an in calls for your Bluetooth functionality. You're going to have different settings for your safety features. You got a little storage here with the heated steering wheel as well. Going inside a little bit more in depth so you can see inside this cabin. Very roomy, very luxurious. You do have a sunroof in this model. Looking at the dash, you got two-tone thing going with like a silver bullet through it. That huge 8-inch infotainment touchscreen by JBL stereo systems. You do have a total of 5 USB ports, one for your media. You do have your sports here, your normal and your eco mode settings as well. A couple of cup holders. Inside here, you have a couple more USB for charging. Let's go into the rear. Entering into the back with your heated seats in the back, your two-tone with the contrast stitching through it. Again, it's a really cool contrast stitching inside here. A lot of space, couple of ports here for your charging. So you got 2 more USB, you got your air vents here in the back. Then also going into the rear of this car, it is a power lift gate, which is something that is on the Limited. And we're gonna go inside so you can see you got your dual exhaust pipes there, coming inside with the all-weather floor mat to complement this deep trunk space with that JBL subwoofer in the side. So on this 8-inch touchscreen navigation, you also have your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You're going to have your USB port right there with a 12-volt charger as well. And then simply just to plug this in for your phone for the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. So we're going to kind of go over a few things here. So now we're going to go into the menu button. Going into the menu, it'll just kind of show you all your different things, your applications. You can click onto them and see. So the car has Wi-Fi, different wedges in this model. Then click back into the menu. You could see for your audio system here. This basically will just change for your Sirius XM, AM, FM for your phone, which we don't have the Bluetooth connected yet. This is basically for your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You can also change different displays here as well, so you can adjust your cameras or adjust the colors on there as well. Going into the maps, so you can see that is your 8-inch infotainment, and it's pretty good. It's not very glitchy, so I kind of like that, because usually whenever you do this right away, you'll see the glitches, and it seems to be pretty straightforward for what it's worth. So now that we have Apple CarPlay plugged up, we're going to just simply click on it, and there you go, your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Also, you got your Sirius XM, your HD radio in this JBL upgraded surround sound system. This vehicle does register 140 miles per hour. Going to go over some of the gauges here, which you just simply click onto this. So there you can see, very easy up and down scroll, just up and down basically. This is your navigation, so to do your turn by turn. These are your different functionalities, which you can click through there and see basically what all it has. This one again has every single feature that you could ask for safety, and it just shows you that they're all turned on. Otherwise, messages, you're going to get your eco, you're going to get your miles per gallon. And one cool feature, when you turn it into different mode settings, it will change the color of your odometer. So green is eco, white is normal, red is for sport or dynamic. This one does have your ventilated and heated front seats. You also have your traction control here, dual climate control for the front. Couple things to notate on this rear view mirror: when you push the button, it turns everything on. So you got your home link buttons here. As you see, it'll tell you what you're doing. Click here, you could go into your settings and you could just turn things on and off. This is a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine pumping out 203 horsepower with 184 pounds of torque. This one does have the new 8-speed transmission. This one's front wheel drive with a towing capacity of 1,500 pounds. Our famous stop and go to give it a little gas. Has a little hesitation. Goes pretty good. Very noisy with the engine. Speed-wise isn't that bad though, because you do catch up with everyone else that's in a small compact SUV. So now we're going to take it up on the interstate so that way we can really see how the drive quality and the suspension is. Quiet-wise, it isn't that bad local ride. So now we're going to see another thing to note on the Tiptronic: if you don't change the gear, it will manually change it for you, which is a good thing. A lot of the auto industry is doing this, so that way you don't hear woo 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 woo. You know, it changes the gear.
Yes.
But it does have a bit of a lag. I would say not like seconds, but you know, tenths of a second, give or take. But again, this car is not really derived for sport and speed. It's more for quality. It does have better handling. The suspension does feel a bit stiff, but it is forgiving. I don't feel any bumps. It does get noisier as you proceed and speed up more. Visibility is very good. I can see through everything. I do like the blind spot monitoring because it does work well. It actually works kind of behind the second row seats. So I just kind of did a little test to see, and it goes all the way to the point of where you can actually see the car literally like right by your ear or your eyeball area. But every time you mash the gas, it does have a bit of a few seconds of a delay, and then it just kind of goes forward. Gas consumption in this vehicle is very good. You're going to be in the 30s pretty much on boards. So on this radar adaptive type cruise control, it's actually really precise because you let off the steering wheel, let off the pedals, and the car just drives for you. It will indicate when it needs you to touch the steering wheel. If you have it set where it shows the speed limit, it will not go past the speed limit even if you have your cruise control set at a higher speed. Like right now it says put your hands on the steering wheel. I put it, I let go. Now the car is driving again for me. It's applying the brake, doing everything that it needs to do without my control. I'm just sitting and relaxing. And that is such a cool feature in this Toyota RAV4.
Yes.
If you try to control it while it's in control, it kind of throws you around. So the best thing is just to let the car control itself, because that's the way this car is designed for. It's reading the road and doing everything for you. It steers. Every now and again you have to put your hands on the steering wheel, otherwise it does it for you. So it'll tell you, put your hands, you hold, let go, and there it is. So on your reverse cam, you can change different settings in it to change the way it looks. So you can make it more of like a 180 to kind of like a 160, give or take. You can also change this where it makes X's to nothing, to where it makes the grids like we were saying at the beginning. And then it also, I believe, turns. Let's see. And then on this one, it'll turn with the grid box as you see. And to show you that front collision when you come up, it shows you the sensors here in your odometer. Also shows you how close you are to the proximity of the vehicle in front of you. And I'd like to thank Toyota of Tampa Bay for giving us this 2020 Toyota RAV4 for our car review. Don't forget to subscribe for more. Click in the description so you get all the details we do here at Hawkeye Rides.